Hey YouTube, so it's Thursday night and we are 4 days away from the Great Conjunction. It's actually a beautiful, crystal clear night outside. There is no clouds in the sky and it's only -6 instead of minus whatever 12 or 13 that it was last time. And there's no wind. So let's go take a look at the conjunction. Alright, here we are out here. I'm actually gonna use the moon to get the focus. I can clearly see Jupiter and Mars already, but let's zoom in on the moon here and get a good clear focus. We've got a beautiful crescent moon tonight. I'll zoom in on that for a second to show you what it looks like. That's actually 100% optical zoom right there. So now Jupiter and Saturn are a little bit off to the side here. Alright, that's Saturn up at the top and Jupiter at the bottom. Let's take a close look at Jupiter. Alright, Jupiter should rotate into view now here. That's Jupiter that you see right there. So if we turn up the brightness, we should be able to see some of the moons here. That's maximum zoom with digital zoom and everything on it. You can clearly see the moons of Jupiter there. And you can see the ball of the planet. It's not just a point. The moons are so dim that you have to turn the brightness way up. And you won't be able to see the bands of the planet with the brightness that bright. Let's turn down the brightness. You can almost see the detail of the planet there. A little bit too bright still. Zoom out a little bit now that it's going out of the field of view so that we can see Saturn at the same time. There we go. There's Jupiter and Saturn in the same picture. Well, on the 21st, they will be at the closest that they have been in, I believe it was 800 years. They were pretty close in the 1600s, but they haven't been this close since 1227, I think. I'll have to double check. Alright, let's zoom in on Saturn. So we're going to rotate this just a little bit so that Saturn will come into view. And I can just zoom in as it comes into view. At this level, you can already see the shape of it, that there's a little bit of rings to it. But we'll wait for it to come into view as the Earth spins. Let's see if we can see the moons and Jupiter at the same time, and the moons and Saturn at the same time. Yes, you can. There, look at that. You got Jupiter, Jupiter's moons, and Saturn in the same view. Now that's not something you'll see every day. That's for sure. This is a once-in-a-lifetime view. Now, as Saturn comes in, I'm going to zoom in more on Saturn. I don't think we'll be able to see any of the moons of Saturn, but we'll see here. What you're seeing there is actually the planet spinning. That's why the planet Saturn is currently moving across the screen like that. I've got the brightness set just about as high as it'll go. So let's turn that down a little bit. So we can try to get some of the detail. Still a little bit too bright. Look at that, you can totally see the rings. It's one of the best views of Saturn I've ever filmed, I think. Probably the best. Look how fast it's going across the screen with the zoom set to maximum. Move over, let's see if we can, before it goes out of view, let's see if we can actually see any of the moons. No, it doesn't look like it. I don't see any moons. That's really cool. We'll zoom out again and show the two planets together. Saturn should be coming into view on the top left in just a moment here. I like that view with the moons and with Saturn. So let's show that again. Let's see how close we can frame them and have them still be in the same thing. It's about the best view that you can get there, with this camera at least. So much better weather tonight. Oh man, it was so cold last time. We gave up pretty fast. We'll take one last look up here close at Saturn as it comes into view. Turn down our brightness so we can see the rings. So cool. Can't wait to see what this looks like on my proper computer screen. Let's take a close look at the moon since we're here. Here the moon comes rotating into view. We've actually got a perfect angle, I think. This is without any digital zoom. Bring in some digital zoom here. Now, to get an idea of how far away Saturn is, this is the same zoom level as before when we were zoomed in all the way as much as we could see of Saturn. That's how big the moon is compared to Saturn. Apparently. Like, Saturn's way bigger, of course. But in the night sky, the moon is way larger than anything like that. You can actually see a bit of earth glow on the moon. Alright, so here we are with my much better camera. This camera doesn't have nearly as high of a zoom, but you can clearly see the conjunction and the moon, everything at once. It looks so beautiful. I love it. Wow, that was amazing. I love how good it looks. I wasn't expecting to be able to get that good of a view with my telescope camera, I guess, if I call it that. But hey, let me know what you think in the comments. I definitely enjoyed that. The weather was way better this time. Anyway, give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. And I'll be back again soon. If there's anything on the 21st that's visible, I'll be sure to make a video, but at this point, that's not likely. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good one, everyone. See y'all tomorrow.